Hello, and welcome to Dreams, Plans, and Scrapbooks, the podcast where fond memories are relived and exciting new journeys are dreamed up on the spot. Sit back and relax. The adventure is about to start. Hi, Zoe. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing good.
Yeah? Awesome. Are you excited?
For what?
Well, today we get to go to London.
And Paris.
Paris. I don't know. Are we going to go to Paris too? Yes, we're going to Paris too. That's what this music's from. This is Parisian music.
Paris is the top place on my bucket list.
Yeah? You always wanted to go there. Ever since I can remember, you've always said you want to go there.
I mean, that's where Pavlova is from.
Pavlova. Wow. We'll get into talking about that today. Also, we're going to talk about one of my favorite places to go that I've been to. Anyway, London. You excited about that too?
I am very excited about that. I mean, birthplace of Harry Potter. Come on.
The birthplace. That's where he was born, was in London? Was he? Is he from London? Where's
no,
he
but
from?
J.K. Rowling is from London. And
Therefore.
that's where the Harry Potter store and the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to our fourth episode of Dreams, Plans, and Scrapbooks. We are super excited to have you with us today. I am Clayton Kreisel, and as always, I'm with my co-host,
Zoe Kreisel.
We are having our very first dreaming episode today. We've never done one of these. This will be a new experience for us. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too.
I am too. Yes.
Awesome. Well, for those of you who do not know what a dreaming episode is, welcome, because we don't know either. We are doing this a little bit from the hip today, and I think the way we're going to outline it is we've decided we're going to basically have 4 questions that we answer today.
Yeah.
And we'll jump into what those 4 questions are. But they're going to kind of frame our show for us. So if you are new to the show, welcome. We're glad you're here. This is the first show of this type. But on this podcast, we get to talk about the things that make our family super happy, which is travel. One of the things that makes us super happy, which is to travel. And we've talked about places we've went, and we've talked about vacations that we've had. We've talked about upcoming vacations we were going to have in the first 3 episodes. We did a whole sequence there on California and LA. And today we're going to be talking about our first dreaming episode, which is a place we would like to go someday. And what's going to be unique about this dreaming episode is that it's actually going to a place that we do actually intend to plan to go to. Sometimes when we do dreaming episodes, it's going to be us dreaming about going places that, well, if we're honest, we may not ever get to go to. Mm-hmm. But this one is one that we actually plan on going to, and that is London and Paris. And we plan on actually doing this, by the way, summer of 2025. And so what we're going to do, we're going to ask 4 questions. Why London? Why Paris? And what in London and what in Paris? And we're going to talk about that in these episodes. So we're going to begin here with Zoe's number 1 place in her entire life, as she said earlier, that she's ever wanted to visit, and that is
Paris.
Paris. So Zoe, why?
I love
why
Paris. It's such a culture rich in the arts. And while I'm struggling to think of one institution right now, there's a lot of good ballet studios over there and theaters. It's just, that's where the art just seems to be part of their culture. And I love all arts. I love dance. I love music. I love acting. I mean, I just want to go, and I want to go to the Louvre. I want to see the Mona Lisa. I want to go to the Eiffel Tower.
Well, I would argue that art is part of all cultures.
Art is most prominent in Paris, and the kind of art in Paris that's just the art I enjoy. It's classy. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Well, the art in Paris is, as you've said, it does kind of you always think of the Louvre, right? You think of Paris. I think of love. But for me,
I think of food.
I would say for me, I think food. When I think of why Paris, why do I want to see Paris? I think you can narrow it down to two experiences in my life. The first experience, and they're both movies actually, oddly enough. The first one is The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I saw that movie when I was little.
Oh my gosh, that movie makes me want to never go to Paris. That movie's awful.
Right. You do. You make a good point. They like set Paris on fire, basically. And they like to have the festival of the Feast of Fools and all the other stuff.
Why do you like that movie's like the worst part of Paris?
Because it starts off with that beautiful
and then it turns into like,
and then you see they come in, they track in over the clouds, and you see Notre Dame standing up above the cloud, which is totally fake, by the way. Notre Dame is nowhere near that tall. They make it seem like it's like the tallest, most grandest building in the world. But anyways, I just remember that was the first time that I really saw like Paris city. I mean, everybody's seen the Eiffel Tower, of course, but like I was little. I was maybe like, I don't know, maybe 10, maybe even younger when that movie came out. So there's that. And then I also, another movie, Ratatouille. So when you think of why do you want to go? Because the best food in the world is in Paris. Or the best food in the world is in France. The best food in France is in Paris. The best food in Paris is at Gusteau's. Gusteau's are a 5-star restaurant, which loses stars, right? And goes all the way down to 3 stars. But anyways, Gusteau's isn't a real place. But when you talk about some of the finest food in the world, everybody always says Paris. So I love food. I want to go to Paris to eat good food.
Yeah, it's kind of be a gluten-free person's nightmare. Bread, macarons, croissants.
Oh, do they make bread there?
Really?
Yes. The bread could be problematic for some people. That is true. I could see that being hard.
And all the cheeses. Basically everything you're not supposed to eat that's bad for you, you can't eat at Paris. It's like the best of it.
Well, there are lots of things, lots of reasons why we would want to go to Paris, and we've already talked about maybe some of the big ones. Like for you, like you said, you think of Pavlova or Misty Copeland. You think of the
Misty wasn't in Paris. She was American.
I mean, I knew that, but I figured she went to Paris. Don't most ballet people go to Paris?
I mean, she goes on like tours and dances everywhere, but she wasn't like taught in Paris.
She's from the New York Ballet?
I think so.
I don't really know.
I don't know much about her. I did more research on Pavlova.
That's cool.
Sadly.
Pavlova is a food too.
Yeah, it's like a egg white cake. It's okay. We actually made it for the Super Bowl a few years ago.
I remember that, yeah. This is Super Bowl Sunday, by the way. We're recording this on Sunday, even though it doesn't release till Wednesday. So we are about 3 hours from kickoff time here, and
the Chiefs are going to kick the 49ers' butts.
We are Chiefs fans because we are from here in Middle Missouri, and so we are cheering for the Chiefs tonight.
I'm cheering for the Swifties.
The Taylor Swifties. Travis Kelce and the Taylor Swifties.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Well, so that's why we want to go to Paris. Well, now let's talk about London. Why London? And let me just ask you a question and be real. Which one are, well, no, I'll save that question. Why London for you? Why would you be excited about London?
Harry Potter.
Okay.
Cruella.
Cruella. Yeah, I guess the 101 Dalmatians is from there, isn't it?
Well, I don't like the 101 Dalmatians. Cruella, the actual movie.
Wow, you like Cruella, the villain. I mean, the movie was
Cruella
good.
for Halloween.
I know. The movie was good. The movie was
she's
very
so
good.
bad, and that's why she's so good. Peter and Pan, just all the classic stories.
Peter Pan, wonderful. Yeah. Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, all the classic stories. I don't know. London's just the perfect setting. It's the King and Queen. Let's see here. What else? Paddington. Just so many great stories take place in London.
I mean, when you think about it, like, look, the Mayflower took off from London. Like, this is, like, I know that we're German. Okay, we don't have much English blood in us. You actually have a little bit more English blood in you than I do because Mommy has more English blood. But and not that we really like care that much about our heritage, to be honest.
No.
I mean, that's not really. I've never really been into that. Like, I've never understood like the whole blood thing. I don't think as well, but or gotten into that as much as maybe some other people do. But there is something about it. Like, our American culture is so fashioned by England, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so much about it that
I still think they have the better culture.
than us.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Don't tell people up in Boston that they'll start like
Throwing
burning
tea.
burning your boat and stuff.
Okay. Make sure this isn't aired to Boston.
Well, it's aired all over the world. So sorry for our Bostonians. Is that what they're called? Bostonians, probably.
Probably.
They're called Londoners. I know that's what they're. And then the Parisians in Paris.
Parisians.
Parisians.
Mm-hmm. I would not have known that.
Yep, the Parisians. Okay, so that's why London for you. So why London for me? So a little bit of everything you just talked about, but also I do think of the culture so much, and I think about the history. I really love the history of England, and then for me, London is also a gateway to the English countryside, which we didn't talk about the French countryside, and I've never been there. Or if we do this the way I think we'll probably do it, we'd probably take a train from London to Paris or
I
vice
like the
versa.
countrysides, but if I had the opportunity to go to like any setting, I just love the hustle and the bustle and the busy. I'm really excited for like that huge cities.
So I mean, London's wonderful.
Like
you can
being
you can
overwhelmed, like
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there's hundreds of people around.
No,
me.
I mean
thousands.
we could go and be in London for weeks and be fully content. But you've also got the English countryside, and this is here's the thing. I've actually been to London, right? Me and Mommy went to London for 4 days, and we went and took a trip out to the Cotswolds into the countryside. We'll talk about that here in a little bit whenever we talk about what we're going to do, but or what we hope to do anyway. And so, yeah, I think that is for me. There's something about England. It does feel like a foreign culture, obviously, but it's super clean. It is just really, I mean, lots of good food, lots of great culture. I enjoy soccer. You've got in London, you've got so much entertainment. It's just, it's a wonderful place.
Wait, I forgot one thing. One of my favorite things about London. Ed Sheeran.
He's not from London.
Well, he sometimes goes and performs at London.
In Wembley. Yeah.
He's close enough to London.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually not very close to London. He's actually like from way up like Birmingham, I think.
It's pretty close. It's close. It's close.
Yeah. I'm
telling myself it's close because that's the only hope I ever have of actually getting to like see him, not in concert.
So Great Britain, the big island, not counting Ireland. So like this is also weird too. So I'm going to teach you a little something here.
We were talking about this.
So the UK is Northern Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and England. And forgive me if I'm forgetting one, but Scotland, England. Yeah, I think that's it. And so you've got those kingdoms have come together, right, to create one united kingdom. Yeah. Southern Ireland is not part of that. And then you've got Great Britain, which is the main island, the big island.
Yeah.
So like that has Scotland and Wales and those places in it. And they do take like regional pride, a lot of regional pride. So we're talking about going almost specifically to England. We might go into Wales a little bit, but we're probably not going to venture, I wouldn't imagine, as much as I'd like to, all the way up to Scotland. But that would be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about our next question. Well, actually, let me ask you this. Which one do you really, I mean, you say London, so I guess that's probably your answer, but which one are you really looking forward to more?
What makes you think I'd say London?
Well, I guess you said Paris earlier.
So I keep going back and forth. What are my chances of running into Hogwarts if we go to London and like running into Diagon Alley?
Well, given that those places aren't real, 0.
Wait, they aren't real?
I will tell you though.
Are you sure they're not real?
There is a couple alleys that Rowling drew her inspiration from that we can go to. That
I
look
think that
like
you're just a muggle and that you just don't see them. But I know I'd see them.
That could be it.
Because I'm a witch. No. I don't know. I'm really excited for both. I think that with England it'll be easier because it is a completely different culture, but the language barrier will make it, I think, maybe more enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm trying to learn some French, but it's very confusing. There's like a different...
You've been working super hard on your French. Can you tell me a word or two in French?
It's really hard when you do it off the top of my head. I've been more learning the ground rules and less words and like more like studying.
Okay.
Like all the rules.
Are you able to say anything?
Salut, comment ça va? Tu le parles français?
Yeah, that's words in French. So salut, that's hi.
Mm-hmm.
Comment français?
No, comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
How are you doing?
Comment ça va? And then
tu parles français.
To say that?
Tu parles français.
Do you speak French?
Yeah.
That's very
all.
Cool.
That's mostly all I know.
Very cool. Well, let's talk about Paris. So what are the things that you've always dreamed of doing in Paris? And I will kind of bounce back and forth here and make a list.
I want to go to a ballet.
You want to go to a ballet, okay? And by the way, I'm keeping track of these things and going to try to budget for them. We've set aside a budget. We've kind of got a plan to get there.
Since it is dreams, I'm going to list everything I've ever wanted to do.
When you dream, go for it. Dream big.
Dream big. I want to get a barrette and I want to paint a picture of the Eiffel Tower on a canvas in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Okay. So, how big is this canvas? Like, would we be able to bring it home?
Oh, yeah. I don't like huge canvases.
So you're talking about a little one?
I mean, probably a foot by 6 inches.
Yeah, that'd be fine. We could get that in a carry-on for sure.
Yeah.
Of course, we probably would take more than a carry-on. We'd probably check a bag, I would say, for sure.
Dad, when we went to California, we brought way too much. If we're going to go to Europe, we're going to need a lot of bags.
Yeah, that's probably true.
A lot. I'll need like 5 alone for different outfit changes for different settings.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you want to paint in front of
the Eiffel Tower. I want to dance.
You want to go to a ballet.
Mm-hmm.
You actually want
No.
I
want to see a dance. I don't want to dance. I'm not good enough for them. I want to see the Mona Lisa. I want you to be kind to me and wait in like the 3.5 hour line so we can go see the Mona Lisa.
You really want to see a painting of a woman that nobody knows anything about that badly?
Yep.
People are like throwing soup at it now and stuff, right?
That was Van Gogh's Sunflowers.
They did it. They did the same thing a couple weeks ago. Somebody about the environment. No. I don't know.
Oh yeah, because it was made of oil painting. It was made of oil because it's an oil painting.
Oh, so that's what it was about? They threw soup at it because it was an oil painting. So it was like the symbolism of like oil. Like,
I mean, that's what I thought.
Oh, you're just making this up. You don't know this for sure.
I mean, it seems like a good theory.
I'll buy it. So that was because I've always wondered, like, what's the point of this?
I mean, that's what I thought.
You wanna boycott, or you wanna
I thought that's
protest
what I heard, but
about the environment.
Right.
So I'm gonna go throw soup at the Mona Lisa. That doesn't make any sense.
Also, I've always wondered. But Dad, you cannot judge me. You waited. Yeah, there's nothing you wait for like this. Well, you would wait in a 3.5 hour line to see like a Walt's desk.
No.
Oh. I was trying to make it a big excuse. Walt Disney, by the way.
I mean, we can stand in line to see the Mona Lisa. Like, I mean, it would be kind of a shame to go all the way to Paris and go to the Louvre, which I think we'll definitely do that. It's not really that expensive. It's not as expensive.
That's kind of their point. They try to make it. I think it's only like for adults like $22.
Yeah, it's not terrible. And then I mean, of course, I guess if you're there, you should see the Mona Lisa, right?
I mean, it's one of the most famous paintings in the entire world. It'd just be such a shame. I hear it's actually pretty underwhelming. It's pretty small too.
Yeah.
I think it's not that big.
Yeah, I still would love to know how it got to be so famous. I mean,
to be honest, it's good. It's really good. but I've seen paintings that are just as good. It just got famous.
And like for Da Vinci, like he just did so many cooler things, like like the Lord's Supper or
Well, that was not exactly not known.
well, exactly, but
was
I
very
mean, I'm
famous.
just saying, like I just don't know how this gets to be. I mean, Da Vinci did so many cool things, but anyway, so yeah, we'll go to the Louvre. I got to admit, I don't know anything more about the Louvre other than it's also a really cool looking building.
Don't they? Isn't it like the one that looks like a glass, like?
Yeah, it's like a
It's
glass pyramid-ish
Yeah.
kind of coming out of the ground. Yep, pretty cool. It's kind of slightly off-centered, I think, on purpose too.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of art it has. Like, that's not the Mona Lisa. I've never took the time to see what other pieces it has.
I don't know, but we're going to find out because
We
that'll be
will.
one of the things we do. So think about this. If you had 2 weeks to go, like how many days would you want to spend like in Paris, right? Like we got to think about
4 or 5?
I mean, maybe I don't know if I'd want
I
to do
can only
5.
have 4 or 5 days.
I don't even know if I
of
want to do 4.
French.
I don't know.
Dad.
Well, but what else
But
would
if
you
you
do?
say we're going to spend
So you said the
2
Louvre,
weeks.
the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower. Well, trust me, I can come up with a lot of things to do for 2 whole weeks, not much less a week in London. But
Okay, but what I'm saying is listen, just because you've been to London.
probably.
Now, you're thinking about all the big touristy things. We're going to do some of those, but also just walking down the French streets and just finding all the little small hidden jewels, which we won't know about till we get there, and we're going to want extra time to explore.
Now, if we were going to go to, say, like Disneyland Paris, which I don't know if we will
I
or not.
really, really want to. Okay, we can make it 5 days, and you can
If
have
we were
one of
going
the
to
days.
if we were going to go to Disneyland Paris, I could
It's
maybe
the most beautiful
justify 4
place on
days.
earth. Well, that's what they say.
That castle is super amazing. I've
That
actually
castle
heard
is the best castle of all the Disney castles, hands down. It's beautiful.
So the word on the street when it comes to Disneyland Paris is that it's the worst of the Disneylands, other than it's the prettiest.
Wah, wah. I don't know.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that it's the prettiest to like just go be in, but that altogether it's a lot smaller, and as far as things to do in it, it's also like a lot less entertaining than all the other Disneylands.
Do they charge less, or is it the same amount of charge?
It's also really expensive. Yeah. I think it's actually more. I think it might be the most expensive of all the parks.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
I also
Because-
think you're going to have a hard time talking mommy into going to Disneyland whenever we've flown all the way to
yeah.
Paris.
I don't know. I haven't heard. Do they have any like rides that like are unique? Do they have a single ride?
I mean, of course, they've got all the rides, but
They
I don't
have like
know
all the
there's one that's
classics,
unique.
but do they have
I think their Peter Pan one is a little longer, from my understanding.
Blech, Peter Pan? So overrated.
They were the first one at the sister park to Disneyland, which I hear if you go, you should just go to both parks in one day. The sister park, the Walt Disney Studios park that they have there, which is kind of like Hollywood Studios,
Yeah.
is it's like a half-day park. It's like super small, but it was the first place that they ever put Ratatouille in, the Ratatouille ride.
Okay.
That they
So
now
that was
have
their
at Epcot.
that was their unique thing.
Yeah. So
Maybe we could go to the half day park. I don't know. I'd want to go, but do I really want to give up a day of my Paris to go to Disney?
well, for me, it's all about. For me, Paris
we
is
were
mostly
gonna-
about the food, right?
If we were gonna go to like Tokyo or something,
Yeah, if we're going to Tokyo,
then we're gonna go Tokyo to Disney
Well,
because
because
Tokyo and
it's
Disney's
cool.
like the best Disneyland there is.
So, what else in Paris? So, like, I've always heard a lot about the rivers. Speaking of Notre Dame, that's something I'd really like to see. I'd like to see Notre Dame, and I think Mommy would too. Obviously, we got to do some shopping because you're in
Some?
Paris. You got the fashion and all the stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring home like 2 new wardrobes.
And then on top of that, restaurants. Now, here's the only thing about Paris. You always hear the food is so amazing, the food is so great. I believe that.
But where do you eat?
But where? I have never looked up a single restaurant ever in Paris. So, this is where you guys listening can help us out. If you know of specific restaurants in Paris, Gusto's is not a real restaurant, then let us know because we'd love to go.
Joking.
And while I don't want to go into this place because I think it's pretty sketch, I've always wanted to see the windmill for the Moulin Rouge because that's kind of a famous landmark as well.
Why do you
So
not
we
want to
know
go
what
into it?
Well, it's a, how do I say this sensitively? It's a establishment of ill repute. Yeah. Yeah. So we will not be going in there, but I have always wanted to see the windmill because that's kind of a famous thing. Yeah. So I'm sure that we will find lots of things to do in Paris. And then, something that I think is fun to think about is what kind of housing we'd like to do, right? So like if we go, there would be a couple different options I can think of.
Can we stay within a view of the Eiffel Tower, or is that way out of price range?
Oh, I don't know. But here's what I would say. You can go about this trip a couple different ways. The first is that you could
stay in the city. I want to stay in the city.
Well, so yeah, let me finish here. The first is that you could fly to London actually first and spend a night or two in London, then hop a train down to Paris. It's only a couple hours. And listen, before you say something, you could hop a train down to Paris and you could stay maybe overnight, one night or maybe even 2 nights, and then go back to the same place in London. And you'd basically have a home base in London because they're close. You can do a train ride in just a couple hours.
I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like then we would never truly feel settled. I feel like I want to end up London.
Okay, so that's the other thing is you fly into Paris, you stay in Paris for a couple of days, then you take the train up through the French countryside up to London.
Yeah.
You cross the English Channel and you're there.
All right, and then the things we must do in London.
I would also like to potentially. We wouldn't go all the way over to the beaches of Normandy, but I wouldn't mind seeing like Dunkirk or something like that while we were there. Some of the historic World War II stuff that they have. I mean, that would be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right.
Okay.
Back to what I was saying. Things we must do in London. I must see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, or I will not go on this trip.
So
I see no purpose in going to London if I do not see that play.
So whenever your mother and I went this last time to London, we really badly wanted to go see any show in the West End. And so we ended up seeing Newsies, which was really great there. The theater was awesome. And it actually wasn't in the West End. It's actually out at a new theater that they built close to Wembley Stadium. So we got to go out to Wembley Stadium, which was cool. And we got to watch the Newsies, which was an excellent performance. So we actually skipped out on all the West End shows. And The Cursed Child is kind of in the West End. It's kind of at the edge of it. But its building is amazing.
Didn't J.K. Rowling write it? Like the whole play?
Yeah, she wrote the play. Yeah, and it's 2 parts. So this is the wild thing about this. It's an all-day event.
Yeah, isn't it like a 5-hour play?
It is. So the way you have to do it is they have a matinee and an evening show. And the matinee is part 1 and the evening show is part 2. So you don't have to go to all of it in the same day. You could go to part 1, the matinee, one day, and then go to part 2, the evening show, another day.
No.
Or, since you're down there and there's a ton of really great places to eat, you could also go to the matinee, and then there are a ton of good places down there. You're not too far from Brick Lane down there, which is some of the like really amazing Indian food. But of course there's little pubs everywhere. And then you could go to one of those pubs. You could hang out down in that area. There's a lot to do down there. You could even go to afternoon tea that same day if you wanted to. That'd be an expensive day. But you go to afternoon tea, and then you could come back and go to part 2 that night. That would be a lot of fun. I could see that being a whole day in and of itself. But then, the other Harry Potter stuff that there is to do there is they have a lot of the original set pieces where they shot a lot of the films. They've got a whole Warner Brothers studio tour, I think.
I would I would cry at multiple times. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one I'd want more. I feel like going to the Warner Brothers stage tour, while it'd be amazing, it'd be less like the books and more admitting, this world's fake. But going to the play, I'd actually get to see it laid out in front of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry if you hear all that bouncing going on up there. We decided to record this one in our basement, and I guess Eleanor decided that today she would have a dance party. I don't know.
No, I think she's just jumping.
I think she may just be jumping up and down. Good grief. So I'm not going to be able to edit that out because it's so loud and so much of it. So hopefully it doesn't distract you if you're listening to this. But, yeah, so the cool thing about London is this. I think there's no way to do it in less than 3 days. I think 4 days is stretching it. And then if you want to go out to the countryside,
What if we
You
do
probably need a
Paris
couple
4
days for that.
days and then the rest in London?
Well, if we're doing 2 whole weeks, like 14 days, yeah, that would be plenty. Sometimes when we say 2-week vacation, we really mean like 10 days wherever we're at, and like we take time on either side of the actual trip. Especially with the time zone differences and stuff, we might want that to recover. But if we did that, I would say Paris maximum of 4 days, maybe only 3 days, and then the rest in London would be great. So London, you've got the historical side, right? So if you go to like the main district there, oh my gosh, why can't I? Oh my goodness, I can't think of where like Westminster. Oh, Westminster, that's what's called. Westminster Abbey.
So you can think of the name Westminster.
Big Ben, the House of Parliament. All of that is right down there in Westminster. You've got the London Eye down there. You've got the River Thames. Do you
want to ride the London Eye?
You've got the COVID Memorial is down there now, which is sad, but it's really cool. You've got there's kind of you've just got a ton of stuff down in that area. It's just a beautiful place, and there's lots of good food too.
Speaking of the London Eye, after we went to Disney World and we rode the big Mickey Mouse Ferris wheel, which I'm guessing is smaller than the London Eye.
Yes, it's smaller.
Yeah, no thank you. I did not enjoy that.
So you've got all of that right down in Westminster, and you could easily make a day out of that. That area is great. Last time we were there, we went to
go see Buckingham Palace.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. We went to a church service actually at Westminster, and what's really interesting about that is they have church twice a day, every day. I don't think people realize that though. So they do have a paid tour where you can go and you can tour the building, or you can go to the church service for free. Now, with the church service, though, I will say this. Don't go to the church service in order to just like see the inside of the Abbey for free, because it's a church service. You're welcome to come. Anybody's welcome to come. But they will actually, if you like have your phone out during church, taking pictures, or if you're talking or anything like that, the handlers, they will ask you to stop. And they're very like respectful, but they are very firm that this is an actual place of worship, and there are people here to worship. So they have morning prayer, and they have Evensong, which is we went to Evensong, which is great. It was like 5:00 in the evening, and it was a scripture reading, it was a liturgy reading, and it was hymns with the beautiful choir, and it was phenomenal. I loved it. I was able to worship, and it was beautiful in there. Sometimes you get a little bit like, oh, like, was it okay to spend all this money on all this art and everything? But, those artists were worshiping God in their way, and it's beautiful. And now that it's there, there's no reason to destroy it. That wouldn't make much sense. But Westminster Abbey is impressive. And it's right there by Big Ben. Big Ben is a lot bigger than I expected it to be.
Didn't you expect Big Ben to be underwhelming Ben?
Yeah, and it was overwhelming, impressive Ben. The other thing that's cool about it is this. So
can you go in it?
Yes, the tube, the London transportation. First of all, you got all the double-decker buses, great. But then you've also got the tube, so trains and subways, as well as ferries that you can go around.
Trains and subways.
And as long as you have an Oyster card, you can ride very affordably all around London.
Are they gross trains and subways? Like when you think of New York, like trash everywhere?
No. I mean, some of them are, but they're not like terrible by any means. No, they're much cleaner than a lot of the ones here stateside. But they, and some of the ones, like some of the lines, like the Queen Elizabeth line.
Florence.
I mean, that's like super, super nice. And these stations are massive underground. It's impressive. It's a feat all in of itself. But you literally can get anywhere in London you want to go in like 15, 20 minutes. It's amazing how well thought out that system is. But yeah, the tube, what's beautiful about that is you take it right to Westminster, and if you know which way to go out of the Westminster station, you walk up out of the tunnel, and I mean you are right underneath Big Ben. It is there, and you just are like blown away at it. It's so amazing. And then the other thing about London is that you've got a lot more districts. You can go down, and you can see the Tower Bridge, not London Bridge. People always think, oh, I want to go see London Bridge. No, you don't. London Bridge is a normal bridge. Nothing impressive about it at all. It's just a
Highway?
bridge across the thing. Yeah, honestly, it looks like a highway bridge. But now, Tower Bridge, that's the
one
one
you're thinking about. With
Yes.
the blue, like, kind of looks like
and
a
it has the
San Fran.
towers on both sides, and yeah, it has the blue. Yes, that's the one most people think about. Now, Tower Bridge is amazing, and the reason why it's called Tower Bridge is because it's right by Tower of London, which is where the Queen's jewels are. And we could go
looks like
see
a
the
blue
royal
version
jewels.
of the San Francisco like Golden Gate
A little
Bridge.
bit. I mean, yeah, it's nowhere near as big as the Golden Gate Bridge, but yeah, it's
Same
there.
style.
And so we can go there. That also happens to be close to the Mayflower Pub and Grill, the actual destination place where the Mayflower set off from has been turned into a pub and a pub. It's not very big like most pubs. It's very tight.
And it's very delicious.
Unbelievable fish and chips. Unbelievable fish and chips.
Best you ever had.
Yes, best I've ever had. So good. And so the Mayflower, killer. So good. We'll definitely be going there. Other than that, really great Indian food. King's Cross Station, Paddington Station, both awesome.
Who cares about Paddington Station?
Well, Paddington Station, A, you've got Paddington. B, if you're going to go out to the Cotswolds, which I'd like to take us out to the Cotswolds, which is where it basically looks like London hasn't been touched in 500 years. You go out to Oxford. Oxford's amazing as well. I'd like to take you guys to Oxford. Feels almost like Columbia, only older. And then you're into the Cotswolds, which is just gorgeous. You can walk from village to village, beautiful shopping, just wonderful countryside. But Paddington Station is the way in and out to that. So you depart from there.
Yeah, I just want to go to platform 9 and 3/4.
More Harry Potter stuff. That's right.
Exactly.
And we will go eat at Dishoom, which is in King's Cross, which is Dishoom Indian food.
Is it good?
So amazing.
How
so good.
spicy is it?
I mean, you can get it really spicy, but the stuff we had was not spicy at all, and it was super good. We had some chicken tikka, we had masala, we had this curry. This is going to sound weird. This chickpea soup that was amazing.
You don't like
I hate
hummus,
chickpeas.
though.
I know, but this was incredible.
Hate hummus. I love hummus.
Yeah, this was so good. And so like, yeah, there is so much to do in London, and I just can't wait for us to get to go as a family. So, other than the Harry Potter stuff, what are some things you've imagined about? Oh, you said Buckingham. Oh, we forgot about the whole palace area. Now, let me tell you this though.
You're not. It kind of looks like a prison, doesn't it?
Well, no. It looks like more like a government building. It doesn't look very unique or pretty.
Are you allowed to go? Like, and you can't go in, obviously, because
you can. You actually can.
They didn't do it. That's super dangerous.
We were not able to go because the flag was flying when we were there, which meant that the king was actually there. So we had to stand at the gate. We couldn't even get onto the ground. But we will definitely go there. We could watch the changing of the guard. That's super cool.
Did they actually wear the big floofy black hats?
No, they didn't when I was there. It was super weird. They weren't in the official royal wear when I was there for some reason.
Maybe that's not what they actually normally wear, and that's what they wear for like ceremonies.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But, for us, London was so cool, and I can't wait to take you girls. So
yeah, I'm really excited.
Absolutely.
You just asked what else other than the Harry Potter stuff. I would say.
What about tea? You looking forward to doing an afternoon?
Yes,
tea?
an afternoon tea. For goodness sakes, I cannot wait for that.
When we go, I want to eat
a lot.
I want to eat very well all day. Well, I don't know, but we actually found a great breakfast place too. There's so many, and there was a lot of places. Like we didn't go to Soho.
What's that?
It's just a place that's there that you hear about. So we didn't go down there. I feel like there are so many places that we didn't even end up getting to go, but man, we found so many good places.
So you want to revisit them?
Yeah. There's a lot of restaurants I thought you guys might like when we go. If we do go out to the countryside, we got to go to Lily's Tea. That was so good.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the crumpets that Mommy makes. Not the crumpets. I always say crumpets. They're not crumpets. They're scones.
Crumpets are like what they
but
call...
they're like biscuit scones. Crumpets are English muffins.
Biscuits are are cookies, and
Scones
are
mean
sweet
biscuits. Yep. And then crumpets are English muffins.
Yep.
Well, that is going to pretty much wrap it up for us today. I think we're going to get ready for the Super Bowl. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to some of the dreaming that we have about our trips to London and Paris. If you've ever been to London, if you've ever been to Paris, we would love it if you would give us some tips. We would enjoy hearing from you if you've ever been and what things you would recommend doing. We're going to leave you with just a little bit of English folk music for today because, well, why not? Right?
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye. Have a great one.